Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to you, whoever's watching this video. I believe that if you are watching this video, that you're a special person who's looking for a little bit of push, a little bit of motivation to help you accomplish your goals and your dreams. My name is Edouard Brutus. I am from Haiti, and I have lived in America for almost 3 decades now, and and by my observation, this is one of the greatest country in the world. We live in a country where the opportunities are so wonderful, are so great that it allows anyone the same opportunity to be great, to do something great, to do something wonderful. Um, and I feel that, this country has given me so much that it's time that I give back. I give back to the American society what they gave to me. What did America give to me? Well, a chance to get an education. America gave me a chance to go to school, to be able to get an education, to be able to support my family, to be able to do a lot of things, and right now, the sky is the limit, because we live in a country, ladies and gentlemen, where you know what uh, this is a country where a lot of people get a chance to become millionaires. A lot of people get a chance to grow, to reach their full potential, as opposed to a lot of different countries where, the level of corruption is so high that, it's impossible to live up to your potential, because there's so many corrupt officials, there's so many circumstances that are put in place to stifling your growth, to choke the your potential. So I am grateful, and I'm encouraging anyone watching this message to be grateful to the opportunity that this country has to offer. And also, I'd like to encourage anyone watching this video to take advantage of this. I think one of the biggest problem that we have in this country, and is the fact that, even though there's a lot of opportunities in place, too many people are letting it pass them by. Too many people are not taking advantage of it, and a lot of those people that are not taking advantage of it are people are the true Americans, the people that were born and raised in this country, the people that are not from a different country, where there's poverty, there's a lot of stuff that would stop them from becoming their best. And I believe that it is my mission to raise awareness to help the American public, to help the American public take advantage of what this country has to offer, to take advantage of what the Lord has put in place for you. Did you know, or did you remember, that a lot of people have died to help to give you the freedom that you have? Do you remember that Martin Luther King was imprisoned, was assassinated, Malcolm X assassinated, a lot of great heroes in history, not to mention all the men and women of the armed forces that go overseas to fight to help us maintain this freedom, to help us maintain what we have in place in this country. No, it is not the most perfect system in the world. Of course, you're gonna find a lot of corruption if you start going through what's going on in the government. But right now, I'd like to invite you to do just like me, to be grateful. To be grateful for what you have, to be grateful for what the Lord has put in your hand, because uh, because it has a lot to do with what we call the law of attraction. You attract in your life the things that you're grateful for. You attract in your life the things that you're focused on. If you're focusing on growth, if you're focusing on good things, if you're focusing on the wonderful things that you have received from life, what's going to happen is that you're going to open yourself up to receive more. You're going to open yourself up to get more from life, to get more of those great things that you're grateful for. Let me tell you something. I am grateful to be in this country. I'm grateful for the opportunities that's offered. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for the health. I'm grateful for all the wonderful things that I have come to appreciate from this country, and the first thing that needs to happen for anyone that wants to reach their full potential is to be grateful for what you have, you know, because when you're grateful for what you have, you put yourself in a position to receive more. It is the word of God that says, "He that has shall get, and he that has not, even that he has shall be taken away." So it is important to be grateful for what you have and to cherish what you have. If you can cherish what you have, then you become worthy of receiving more. You become worthy of getting more from life. And that, my friend, is the first step to greatness. So tonight, before you drop dead in your bed to sleep, be thankful. Let a word of prayer, let a few words of prayers come from your heart to say thank you for the house that you live in, for the heat that you have on, for running water. Did you know that in many countries, running water, you're not entitled to any of those things. You're not entitled to having clean water. You're not entitled to having food on a daily basis. You're not entitled to having a fridge with food in it. Did you know in many places people go to bed hungry? In many places people go to bed without no hope of what tomorrow will bring. But we live in a country where, guess what? We know that tomorrow, if there's no food, we could stop in the house. We could stop by a food pantry. We could call the mayor's hotline. We could go on the unemployment line. There's a lot of things we could do. Not to mention, you could just talk to someone on the street and say, "Look, brother, I am hungry. Give me something because I am hungry." And let me tell you something. If you ask 10 people, out of 10, 2 people will say yes. And 2 people will give you something to eat. They will give you something. So it's important to be grateful. It's important to look at the things that you have in your life and be grateful for them. I think that's step number 1 to achieving greatness. Step number 2 is to develop goals and dreams for your life. I know a lot of speakers. Most of the speakers that speak, they talk about the importance of having goals. If you're listening to Zig Ziglar, if you're listening to Earl Nightingale, if you're listening to Brian Tracy, Les Brown, and all the giants that have come before me, and some of them that are still around, they focus on the importance of having goals. They focus on the importance of having dreams. And the reason they do that, my friend, is because without goals, without dreams, without inspiration, guess what? You're not going anywhere in life. If you have no aim, you will always miss. If you have no goal, then guess what? You will go nowhere. So what am I here to do? Well, I'm here to reinforce the fact that it is important to create goals for ourselves. It is important to to know what we want in life, to know what we want out of life. Many people go through life with not knowing what they want, not ever even giving any thoughts to the kind of things that they want out of life, and they go through life living day by day. They go through life, without a care, you know. Um, and guess what? Without a destination, you will end up nowhere, you know. I mean, you can have all the means possible to help you succeed, but if you don't have a goal to succeed, you will not. You will not succeed because you never aim to succeed. And I believe that many people, like Les Brown said, many people fail in life not because they aim too high and missed, but they fail because they aim too low and hit, or they had no aim at all and they hit mediocrity. So it is important to have goals. It is important to develop goals and dreams. And that's one of the things that's killing our society today. We are a society driven by wants, driven by um, driven by wants and temptations, driven by distractions, as opposed to being focused, as opposed to having our eyes set, our minds set on a specific task, on a specific goal. If you were to go to any university and talk to any of those of the university students, and you were to ask them about what they want to do, any students that has the aspiration of making something of themselves, they know exactly what they want. They are not undecided. They are not undeclared majors. They have declared their majors, and they are working toward those majors. Those that are undeclared and undecided, you know what they're doing? They're wasting their parents' money. They're wasting financial aid money by taking a whole bunch of classes unnecessarily, and they have no aim, no destination, no goal. And you know what the future holds for these people? Nothing. However, if you talk to a student that's close to graduating in business or medicine or nursing or engineering, they will tell you that from the beginning they had their eyes set on that specific target. They had they had their mind set on it, and they made it their business. They made it their purpose. They made it their life to get to that goal, to get to that destination. They did not surrender. They did not let up. That was their purpose. Let me ask you something. What is your purpose right now? What are you living for? What is it that you want out of life? Having goals in life means that you know what you want. You know what you want your tomorrow to be. Many people fool themselves by saying that, tomorrow will take care of itself. Yes, tomorrow will take care of itself. But what about you? Will you be able to take care of yourself tomorrow? Have you ever thought about that? Yes, tomorrow will take care of itself. But will you be able to take care of yourself tomorrow? That's an important question. Okay? And if you don't plan tomorrow, if you don't plan for tomorrow, guess what? Tomorrow will take care of you in its own way, not the way you would want it to be. Example, if you don't plan a secure retirement, if you don't save a little bit of money for retirement, well, guess what? when you retire, you will have nothing. You know, you will be